What if just 30 minutes every evening could completely change how confidently you speak English? Without a classroom, without a textbook, and without giving up your free time. Hey everyone, welcome back to Talk Fluent English. I'm Michael, and today I want to show you exactly how to build that 30-minute evening routine, one that helps you learn English naturally, without stress or boredom. Most people think fluency needs a classroom and a thick grammar book, but honestly, some of the best English learners built their skills quietly, in the evening, after their day was already done. So if you're a student, a working professional, or just someone with a busy schedule, stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have a full plan you can start using tonight. Let's talk about why evening actually works so well. During the day, your brain is busy with work, chores, and 100 small tasks pulling your attention. By evening, that pressure is gone and your mind is calmer, and that calmness is genuinely good for learning a language. When you're relaxed, your brain absorbs new words and sentence patterns far more easily. This is actually why the hours before sleep are considered golden hours for learning, because whatever you review just before bed tends to stick longer. Your brain uses sleep time to process and store what you just learned, almost like saving files onto a hard drive. Now, some of you might think, I'm too tired in the evening. How can I possibly study then? That's completely normal, and the good news is, this routine won't feel like traditional studying at all. We're building small, enjoyable habits that slowly turn into real fluency, the same way brushing your teeth became automatic without ever feeling exciting. Let's build this step by step. The first part begins right after dinner, whenever you have some quiet time. Spend 10 minutes reviewing new words, but not by memorizing random words from a dictionary. Throughout your day, whenever you hear or read an English word you don't understand, jot it down in your Notes app. By evening, you'll have 5 or 10 words that are personally meaningful because you actually encountered them in real life. Look up their meanings, and more importantly, write one simple sentence using each word, because that forces your brain to actually use it. If the word is exhausted, write something like, after the long meeting, I felt exhausted and wanted to sleep. Now it's connected to a real feeling, which makes it far easier to recall later when speaking. Next comes listening, one of the most underrated skills, since our ears need to get familiar with the rhythm of English before we can speak it naturally. Choose something you genuinely enjoy, a short video, a podcast, a scene from a show. Enjoyment matters, because boring content chosen only because it's good for learning won't last more than a few days. Spend 15 minutes on this each evening, and don't worry about understanding every word. Your goal is simply getting your ears used to English at a normal, natural speed. Over time, words you once couldn't catch will suddenly become clear, almost without you noticing. After listening comes speaking practice, arguably the most important part, and the one most beginners avoid out of fear of mistakes. Here's a simple fix: self-talk and shadowing. Self-talk means talking to yourself in English about your day. No partner needed, no need to be fluent. Just describe your day out loud in simple sentences, something like, today I woke up late, I had a long day at work, and now I'm relaxing at home. It might feel strange at first, but nobody's listening, nobody's judging, and this trains your brain to produce English without translating in your head first. Shadowing works alongside this. You listen to a short sentence, pause, and repeat it exactly, copying the pronunciation and rhythm. Just 10 minutes of this every evening dramatically improves your natural flow of speech. Reading is the next piece, and it works wonders for grammar and sentence structure. often without studying a single grammar rule directly. Choose simple, short content. Short stories for learners, simple blog posts, even subtitles from a show you're already watching. Spend about 10 minutes reading, ideally out loud, so you're combining reading with pronunciation practice. If you notice an interesting sentence structure, don't analyze it, just notice it, and try using something similar later during your self-talk. You might be wondering how all of this fits into an actual evening. The truth is, this whole routine, vocabulary, listening, speaking, and reading, takes under an hour and can shrink to 30 minutes on busier days. What matters far more than exact minutes is consistency. 30 focused minutes daily will always beat 3 random hours once a week, because language learning depends on repetition spaced out over time. That's exactly why an evening routine works. It turns learning into a daily habit instead of something you forget to do. If you have extra time, add journaling, writing a few lines in English every night about your day or your thoughts. The goal here isn't learning new words, it's freely expressing what you already know without worrying about mistakes. Something as simple as, "Today was a good day. I finished my project early and felt proud of myself," works perfectly. Go back and read old entries after a few months, and you'll be amazed at how much your confidence has grown. A common worry beginners have is, what if I make mistakes? Should I worry about wrong grammar or pronunciation? In these early stages, fluency and confidence matter far more than perfect accuracy. Think about how children learn their first language. They listen, copy, make mistakes, get gently corrected over time, and slowly improve. Your evening routine works the same way. As you consume more correct English through listening and reading, your brain naturally starts noticing and fixing these mistakes on its own. Tracking small wins also helps enormously. Keep a simple list of shows you understood without subtitles, or conversations you managed to have, even short ones. These small wins add up over weeks and become real, visible proof of progress, keeping you motivated on days when practice feels hard. Let's talk about consistency versus intensity, because this trips up a lot of beginners. Some people get excited early on and try studying for 3 or 4 hours every evening. That burst of energy rarely lasts more than a week because it's exhausting to maintain alongside a busy life. After burning out, many stop practicing altogether for weeks or months, and the progress fades. Start small instead. If you only have 20 minutes some evenings, do a shortened version, maybe 5 minutes of vocabulary and 10 of listening. Protecting your consistency matters far more than any single intense session. Let me paint a quick picture of a full routine. It's 8 in the evening. Dinner's done, work's done. You spend 10 minutes on the words you noted during the day. Then 15 minutes watching an English video on something you enjoy. Then 10 minutes of self-talk describing your day out loud. Then 10 minutes reading something simple out loud. Finally, 5 minutes journaling before bed. That's under an hour total, covering listening, speaking, reading, and writing, the 4 pillars of language learning, in one simple routine. Your environment matters too. Create a calm space, maybe sitting with a cup of tea, phone on silent. Treat this as relaxing personal time, not another item on your to-do list, and you'll naturally look forward to it rather than dreading it. The goal isn't perfection in one night. It's steady, gentle improvement over weeks and months. Learning English isn't about a dramatic overnight transformation. It's about small, consistent actions repeated over time. Vocabulary review, listening, speaking through self-talk and shadowing, Simple reading and a short journaling session together build real, steady progress, even if you're genuinely busy during the day. And it fits almost any lifestyle because all it needs is a small window of quiet evening time. If this was helpful, hit like. It genuinely helps this channel reach more learners just like you. And if you're new here, subscribe to Talk Fluent English because I share simple, practical tips like this regularly to help you build real confidence in English, step by step. Let me know in the comments what time of day works best for your own practice and which part of tonight's routine you're most excited to try. One last thought before we go. Every evening, you spend even a few minutes with English, whether it's a new word, a short video, a quiet conversation with yourself, or a few lines in a journal, you're building something valuable, brick by brick. Fluency isn't built in one dramatic moment. It's built quietly, evening after evening. So, tonight, when your work is done, give yourself just a little time for English. Your future self, speaking confidently, will thank you. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Michael. This is Talk Fluent English. Keep practicing a little every evening, and I'll see you in the next video.